Alright, last video of the day. Let's check out what's going on with Bitcoin. Now, I was actually going to live stream this. I went over to my YouTube and clicked on the live stream button. And apparently the first time you click on the live stream button, you've got to wait like 24 hours or something before you can stream. So I guess I won't be live streaming tonight, but I'll probably do it tomorrow. So I guess we'll see what the market's saying tomorrow. Yeah, keep an eye out for that tomorrow. I'll probably do a live stream. But yeah, starting off looking at Bitcoin, if we start off with the daily time frame, bears are still, very much in control. I mean, it's not good what we're seeing right now. We keep on seeing more pushes to the downside. Now, while I do believe that the MFI is getting topped out, like I personally am of the opinion that Bitcoin's not going to break below 39,000. Nonetheless, this bearish engulfing candle that we've got coming in right now and this momentum continuing to pick up is really not good. And on the daily, you can kind of see here, the short-term moving average is this thick green line. And as this is a short-term moving average, I believe this is the 21 MA. So this is going to head down very, very fast. By the looks of it, as we keep on heading down, I can't draw accurately on this. It really doesn't want to draw like a line that I'm actually drawing. If you look at the path, it's just going off in its own direction. But nonetheless, it's going to come down in the next day or so, in my opinion. I think we're getting ready to fire a short to the downside on the daily EMA, which is really not good. We really need to see a reversal from where we are soon. Previously I highlighted this. I said, I think we're going to come down to 39.5, and then we're going to need to see a big impulse, because if we don't see this big impulse, then it's not going to look too good. And I don't really want to panic right now, because as you can see, I mean, we've got a higher low from where we are right now, and we could be playing out like a W pattern. Like, I think these markets are designed, I say this in a lot of videos, but the markets are designed to take the most amount of money from the most amount of people most of the time. So I don't necessarily think that we are going to go below 39,000. And here is my reasoning. If we come over to this chart, it reset my indicators on this. Let's see. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of this. Add the money flow. Add the RSI. The reason why I think Bitcoin is going to bottom at 39,000 is literally the fact that the MFI is so dirt cheap right now. If you look at this, it bottomed at 9, and I highlighted this in a couple of my videos. If we scroll back, we have to go back so far. I mean, this looked like it came to it, but this was actually 10, 10.5. This was like 11. If we come back, we have to come all the way back to August of 2015, where this also, it came down to 5. So we haven't been this low on the money flow indicator since 2015. So we've got like 7 years worth of data on this money flow indicator. And like I said, I think the markets are designed to take the most amount of money from the most amount of people most of the time. And I think that's very evident with what happened in the last market cycle. Everyone was screaming at this point, Bitcoin is going to go to 100,000, and we completely wiped out so many people in this move. And then I heard all of the bears, like Crypto Whale on Twitter, like all of the bear squad, they were saying, oh, Bitcoin is going down to 0, or it's going down to 12k or 10k, and it just completely mugged off all the bears. So it took all the money from the bulls, and then as all the bears were getting excited, getting too leveraged, it just completely wiped out all the bears. And we went all the way to 69,000, and at which point the bulls got too excited. The bulls were calling, for moves to 100,000, and I was one of them. I thought Bitcoin was going to go to 100,000. I was completely wrong. I wasn't even making videos back then, so I'm very happy to be honest with you. I thought Bitcoin was going to 100,000. I did not think Bitcoin was going to top out here. I'm not going to lie, but we did top out. All of the bulls got wiped out. It's been bear season for a little while now, and the thing is, I'm seeing a lot of the bears come back. Like, I'm seeing people calling for 28,000 Bitcoin, and that just makes me more bullish. I mean, the more people that get bearish, the more bullish I get. I mean, it's just, I don't think we're going to go much lower. The MFI, just based on itself, I mean, we were below 9. If I zoom in, you can see, well, no, it wasn't below 9. It was 8.93/913. I can't get the exact target on it, but we basically came down to 9. That's really the main reason why I really don't see Bitcoin going much lower. And yeah, I mean, I don't want to overcomplicate this video. Like, if we come down to the 4-hourly time frame, Bulls are trying to come into control, but it's really not working right now. So I'd like to see an impulse in the next day or so. And like I said, I'm really not freaking out because we have a low down here at 39,200. We've got a low right here at 39,000, basically 39.3. And then we've got a low right here. If this holds, like as I'm recording, the low is 39.5. So I don't really want to panic until we break below this. And then even when we do break below that, if we do break below that, I think we've got such strong support down here at 39,000. I really don't see us breaking below 39. That's just my opinion. You can let me know what you think below. That's really all I've got for Bitcoin. I really just want to highlight this. Like the macro term, we are still so bullish. Like if you zoom out, you know, we have to flatten the data to even see what's going on down here. But, you know, a couple of years ago, Bitcoin was at 19,000. And, you know, it came all the way down to this level down here at 3,000. And, you know, that was only a couple of years ago. And then we went on this big rally. We came down to 28,000. And that was our bottom down here. And, you know, people were panicking at 28,000. And I'm seeing the exact same thing. The sentiment on Bitcoin right now, when we're at 39,500, is the exact same sentiment we had at 28,000. And the sentiment we had at 28,000 was the exact same as we had at 4,800. And, you know, I really wasn't in Bitcoin past here, so I honestly can't lie. I don't know what the sentiment was like when we had, I believe we had a low down here at like $400. But I mean, like I said, it really doesn't matter because I wasn't here at this time, so 200 actually. I mean, 200, 145. I'm curious to know what we actually came down to. 157. So obviously, I like I said, I wasn't in Bitcoin at that time, but I imagine the sentiment was similar to what we've got down here. So, you know, I remember on this big flush out to 4,000, people were freaking out. And I remember on this flush out before the bull market, people were freaking out. And when we came down to 28,000, people were freaking out. And, you know, the sentiment is the same every time we have a higher low, like a macro higher low. Everyone freaks out. But in hindsight, you know, you look a couple months in advance and it's always the best place to buy. So I said in yesterday's video, I believe it was yesterday or the day before, I was, you know, going to be buying a lot of Bitcoin. I'm going to be accumulating again today. And I'm just going to keep on accumulating as we go to the downside. Like I said, we are at 9 on the money flow indicator. Worst case scenario, you know, I really don't see us going further than 37 and 35. And, you know, I can keep moving my line lower. But the point is, the money flow indicator just does not have enough room to move to the downside. Like, everyone who was bearish, everyone who wants to leave has already left. The people who are still in the market are, you know, people like me, I imagine people like you, long-term people, I imagine, you know, I imagine there's a lot of short-term traders on this channel as well. But the people who are really stuck in this, the people who hold the most amount of Bitcoin right now, are people like me, you know, Michael Saylor. Obviously Michael Saylor's not like me. I wish I had Michael Saylor Bitcoin. But, you know, there's people in the market that just don't want to sell their Bitcoins for these levels and they want to buy. And I really just don't see us going below 39,000. So I'm not going to drag this video on any longer. You know, really just my macro perspective. I think Bitcoin is looking great in the macro term. And sure, while we're looking very shaky in the lower time frames, when Bitcoin looks the most shaky, in my opinion, is the best time to buy. So I'm going to be buying after this video. That's all I've got for you. Not financial advice. Cowboy out. Peace.